you're new to the channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living in New Smyrna Beach, you've come to the right place. I'm Rachel Ecoff, and my husband Matt is a local real estate expert in the area, and we're here to show you neighborhoods and some of the hottest places around town. We get calls and texts, emails every day from people just like you. So whether you're looking to move in 2 days, 20 days, or even 200 days, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to help you move to the beach. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and tap the bell for notifications on everything concerning New Smyrna Beach, and to also get market updates. We're here in Bethune Beach and we're going to go explore some of the neighborhoods, even the National Seashore, and we're going to see what everything there is to offer down here in Bethune Beach. So let's go get started. Okay, so we want to show you a little bit about the neighborhoods around here in Bethune Beach. And this is a really cool visual fact that I can actually show you. This is the beach right behind me and the public access. You can see down here and to my left just how many public accesses there are into the beach. And just so you can get a quick fact of how far away we are, that's the other side of the island. This is the smallest portion of the island, or the skinniest part of the island down here in South Beach. So I can literally see from here, the other side, and no matter where you're at in Bethune, this is how close you are to beach access. You can throw a football down there. That's how close you are. This is all of these ones on this side, on South Atlantic, are directly in front of the water. And then we've got a couple different examples of houses down here that are over here, and then we're right across from A1A, which is the only access in and out of Bethune. So there are some land opportunities still available in New Smyrna Beach. Down here in Bethune, what's happening a lot is tearing down homes for land redevelopment. And then you have some vacant lots like this, which is cool. Your price range for that is like $460 to $600 per square foot, depending on your proximity to the ocean for a new build. And then also, this is something that my husband specializes in, finding properties that you can tear down or for land acquisition. So if you're looking to have your own new build, that is something that he can help you with. Okay, so all of Bethune is residential. Like we said before, you're not going to see condos or anything like that down here. What a really great key factor is that it is really secluded. It is super quiet. This is a one-way road. You're not going to have a lot of through traffic down here, and your proximity to the beach is super, super convenient. There's a big mix of homes back here. You're going to get, your classic stucco over here, and then, a classic beach house style. Houses in Bethune range from $400,000 to up to $3 million. So the average median price is about $837,000. These ones behind me are not. These are going to be in the millions because you're directly in front of the ocean. So what we like about Bethune is its natural beauty and outdoor lifestyle. Those are the people that are going to be attracted to living in Bethune. They want it to be quiet. They don't want a bunch of tourists down here. And you've got proximity to the beach, which is really, really great. Right, so some of the cons to living in Bethune Beach is you're not really super close to amenities like the shopping and the restaurants and things like that. In fact, there's only one restaurant down here. It is on the water, which is a plus, but again, there's only one. Another con to living down here is, I don't know if you've thought about, but there is hurricanes that happen in Florida, and the hurricane risk is greater the closer you are to the ocean. And then you also have things like the upkeep of your home, the wear and tear, just being this close to the ocean and the salt water. We get erosion on cars, we get erosion on air conditioners, and also roofs. If your house is made of wood, kind of like this one behind me here, and it's not sealed, that's something that you've got to think about. These back here that are the stucco and style like this actually hold up a lot better, and that's also your price point. It is a little bit higher down here in Bethune, but you're also paying for the exclusivity of it being quiet and private, and you're not going to have as many tourists and people down here. All right, so we are driving in Bethune Beach. It is the southernmost part of our island. Some key facts about Bethune is that it is all residential down here. There's not really any shopping or places to eat or anything. This is pretty quiet. This is a lot quieter side of being on beachside. And we are headed to the very end of the island, which is the Canaveral National Seashores. Canaveral National Seashore is a state park, a park that you have to pay for to get into. We have a pass. We have an annual pass. It's about $10 a day if you're just gonna go for the day to go hang out at the beach and kind of see what all is in there, but the pass is $40 for the year. So if you're gonna live here and you're gonna be going to the beach often and you want to be down there where it's kind of away from any tourists or anything like that, less crowds and things down here, if you've spent $40, you're gonna definitely go at least 4 times. So I personally like it. Canaveral National Seashore. It is a national state park. The wildlife and things that are back here are all protected. So no touching or feeding the animals, but we do constantly see a lot of wildlife activity back here. So it's kind of a fun little adventure area to come enjoy in New Smyrna Beach. Not a lot of people know about Canaveral National Seashore, and I really think it's a great highlight of our community. Up here on the right side, you can see that there's a gopher tortoise. So something about the gopher tortoises here is that is a protected animal, and if they are in your yard, you actually have to have them come remove the tortoise, or you can't do any construction or any projects in your yard, because that's how serious they are about gopher tortoises here. There's also sea turtle nesting down here. Some other scarier things like really big snakes. So look out if you are hiking. You can bike back here. There are some campsites back here, but there is no motor vehicles or driving of any kind on the actual beach itself. Another fun fact is you can horseback ride back here, but you do have to get a permit, which I think is kind of cool. If you're into any equestrian things at all, there's a lot of people who come over from like Ocala area and bring their horses, ride the trails. So that is sometimes fun to see. There's also a huge secret at the very end, and we'll show that to you. Well, we're not going to show it to you, but we'll show you the sign. But we're going to go check out one of the beach outlets over here that you can access. Let's see what else is there about National Seashore. It's not super busy, so you're away from crowds over here. A lot of locals will come out this direction when we have the busy season, because most of the tourists are going to be North Beach, Central Beach, looking to be on the Drive Beach. This is a lot quieter. It's really good for families. You can drink on this beach. You can't drink on the other beaches, but you are allowed to drink out here on this beach as long as it is in a plastic container. No glass is allowed on the beach side. So a fun fact about Bethune is that we are on the most southern part of the island, and it is all zoned residential. There are no condos or apartment buildings anywhere here on this side of beach side. So another fun fact is that in 2007, the residents of Bethune Beach overwhelmingly rejected an annexation from New Smyrna Beach. Also, there's only one access way into it, and that's the main A1A road. So there isn't an in and out from to the mainland unless you drive up to Central Beach, which is where you're gonna have the 2 access bridges. So there's only 2 bridges that go over to mainland access, because we are on an island. I don't know if we've talked about that before, but New Smyrna Beach, beachside, is an island. about Canaveral National Seashores is that if you go all the way to the very end within Boardwalk 5, it is a full nude beach. So if that's something you're looking for, there is a nude beach here. It's not something I'm participating in, however, it is an option for you. You can nude sunbathe at 5. We're gonna drive down to 4 and hopefully we won't see any naked people. But sometimes you will get some stragglers who are walking from 5 to 4 and you gotta kind of avert your eyes if you want to, I guess. Okay, so we parked at section 4, not 5. Section 4, we all have our clothes on. Each of these sections, since there's 5 sections, each one is a mile apart exactly, and it's really not ever that busy down here. You can see that we're sharing the parking lot with 4 other people, so the beach is not crowded down here, which is really, really nice if you just are trying to get away from crowds. So let's go down here and check out the beach and the sand. It's also different down here, and we're not even that far away from the other 3 beaches that New Smyrna shares, and you're gonna see why people really like it down here. Oh, also you can't fly drones down here either. Well, the ocean is high today. So if you can see this direction, all the way down that direction is the SpaceX area. So that's where you're gonna see rockets and stuff shoot from. It seems like it's really far away, but we see rockets go up from our house all the way on the north side of the island a lot, and it's really easily visible. So that's kind of a fun thing to be able to participate in. The waves are really high today, the tide is high, but if you look down here, the sand is different down here. You've got a lot more shells, and it's kind of a thicker grain, and it's a darker color down here, but the water's really pretty. You can surf and stuff on this side of the beach as well. Usually people are out here fishing. It's a big spot for that. Sometimes it can be really wavy, sometimes it can be super calm. It just depends on the weather and the day. And today we've got high tide, but this is just so you can kind of get a visual look of what the National Seashore has to offer for people, and it's just quiet, tranquil. It's very secluded national park. Also, fun fact about National Seashore is that it is the longest stretch of land on the East Coast that is undeveloped and never will be developed because it's a protected national park. And that's really awesome. It's cool for our environment, it's cool for our community.
So we're here at JV's Fish Camp. This is the only restaurant in Bethune Beach. We're talking about Bethune Beach today. I want to talk about some real estate stuff about New Smyrna Beach, Bethune Beach as well, and then just all of each side. So my name is Matt. I'm the local real estate expert in the area. You know my wife, she's been on the camera all the time, but I'm usually behind the camera, which is usually where I belong. But when it comes to negotiating, when it comes to getting deals put together, when it comes to off-market acquisition or land, I'm the guy that you want to talk to. So Bethune Beach. New Smyrna Beach side is split up into 3 sections. We have North Beach, we have Central Beach, and we have South Beach. North Beach is 2 miles long, 3 miles if you count the turtle mounds and the inlet shores, but only 2 miles of residential. Central Beach is 1 mile long and 1 mile wide, and then South Beach is from the Causeway Bridge all the way to the end of the beach. It's 8 miles long. So Central Beach is in the middle, from 44 to the South Causeway Bridge to Flagler Avenue, and the North Beach is from Flagler Avenue to the end of the island. So in North Beach, New Smyrna, average home is $1,090,000. In Central Beach, median home is $857,000, and then in South Beach, where we're at now, $837,000. However, Bethune doesn't have stats. Bethune is going to be much higher than that. The houses range here from, you can find something maybe in the 600-700 range, but all the way up to north of 3 million. Because the proximity to the ocean, you are so close to the ocean no matter where you're at. Even if you're on the west side of A1A, which is the only road that goes in and out of Bethune Beach. Even if you're on the north side, you're still within steps. We have friends that literally live as far west as you can get, and they are 50 yards away from the entrance of the beach. So again, there are no real stats on Bethune Beach. I'm sure there is if I went and really dug deep, and I apologize, I didn't do that much into Bethune, but Bethune doesn't have that much property here. It is redevelopment, so tear downs, and then there's a little bit of land left, just a tiny bit, and either way, whether it's redevelopment or land, I have builders that I work with, builders that I've used numerous times, Walter Construction, Hickson Homes, these are the major builders in the area. Building new construction is anywhere between between $400 to $650 price per square foot. Again, that's proximity to the ocean. You have to do on any potential water mitigation, stuff like that. So pros and cons of Bethune. We have, no matter where you're at, you're not far from the ocean. It's quiet, it's quaint, it's relaxed. The houses are unbelievable here. You have the state Canaveral Seashore Beach, which is, or State Park, which is awesome. Have the separate different sections. I'm sure Rachel spoke about that a little bit. In fact, we were talking about the secret on Zone 5. I also do not partake in Zone 5, but if that's something you want, Smyrna Beach literally has something for everybody.
The houses that are west of A1A, so the ones that are across the street, they're not oceanside, but you can still get waterfront property on that side.
Yeah, you can still see. In fact, the party that we just went to, the neighbors have a 3-story place with a balcony on the top that has clear ocean views, and they're on the west side of A1A. So it's probably 200 yards wide is probably the widest part of Bethune Beach. So it's really like a huge benefit.
So there are intracoastal homes that are on this side, so you could potentially have water in your backyard, boat dock, access to...
Yeah, we're on the intracoastal water right now, and we are about 150, maybe 120, 150 yards away from the ocean on the other side. So I mean, if our house was right here, we'd have this intracoastal or mosquito lagoon, depending on how far back in the mangroves you are, or we'd have the ocean right there. So that immediate access is great. So
you kind of have two types of house living over on this side of the island.
Conzo can be the proximity to shopping. It's not a golf carting community. Of course you can have a golf cart, but because A1A is the main road in and out, that is, it is 45 miles an hour, and street legal golf carts only go 35 miles an hour. So that's a con, not being close to shopping. We are a great restaurant. JB's Fish Camp is one of the top restaurants in my opinion in New Smyrna Beach.
Matt also has a list, so tell him about that.
Okay, I have a top list of 18 in order. It's actually, I'll plug myself for a second, callmatttoday.com is a section on what you need to do to move, what you can be looking for. There's some market analysis trends in there, as well as current things that I have on the market right now. So a list of those things, but it's got an area, if you're moving to New Smyrna Beach, it's got the top places to eat in New Smyrna Beach, in my opinion, and I'm overweight, so you should take my opinion. You should take my opinion as very high value because I like to eat.
It has anything to do with fried crab balls.
I mean, it's crab. It's good for you
with
the sauce.
With the sauce.
So another one of the cons too about Bethune Beach is that you are a little bit farther. You're a little bit farther, not only from shops and restaurants and stuff, but access to I-95, access to get to Daytona Beach, Ponce Inlet is going to take a little bit longer from here because you're down at the end of the island. So definitely some good and some bad here, but I would say definitely more on the positive side than the negative side for sure. New Smyrna Beach itself, pros and cons. Oh my gosh, beach side versus mainland. Mainland price per square foot is going to be lower than it is going to be on beach side. Beach side, is going to be definitely more expensive, but you're going to have that proximity to the restaurants and the boutique shops and golf cart life, walking life to the beach.
And you're really paying for a lifestyle. You're paying for the outdoor living. You're paying for access to boating and places like this. Actually, here at JB's, you can boat right up to the restaurant.
You can park your boat right there. You can't see it probably from the camera, but
which
super convenient.
You can walk around there in a little while and see it, but it's gorgeous out here. All of this behind us, I don't know if you can see it, is protected mangrove. So this is a wildlife person's dream.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I could go on and on and on and on about the pros of living in Smyrna Beach. Just the small town feel, the houses, the proximity to the ocean, the shops, the restaurants. A crappy restaurant, actually a mediocre restaurant, is not going to make it here. It's not going to stay in business. There's too good of food and restaurants here for a mediocre place not to make it. So if it's here, it's either brand new and hasn't been judged yet, or it's been here for a long, long, long time. Like, for example, Flagler Tavern is almost 100 years old. It used to be a place where they hid bootlegging during the Prohibition period. It's still in business, and it is, I think, number 2 on my top favorites. Cafe Verde is number 1. Latin cuisine is just unbelievable. Some of the cons, though, can be traffic during the holidays, traffic during the weekends. Rachel mentioned hurricanes can be a big deal. However, hurricanes are different than earthquakes or tornadoes or some of the other,
Prepare.
Yeah, you can prepare. You have 5-6 days. But I will say that, depending on how bad it is and depending on where it comes in, if it comes in from the Gulf, we're going to be in a lot better situation than if it comes in from the Atlantic. But I will say they do some evacuations sometimes. They're never mandatory, but they will shut down the bridges. So we have 2 bridges coming in and out, North Causeway and South Causeway. The North Causeway bridge is a drawbridge, and it can shut down sometimes, and it lifts for the hurricane. So again, cons can be traffic, cons can be heavy congestion with tourists. Cons can be the weather. Sometimes we're getting some crazy weather right here, right now. Cons can be cost of living. Cons can be insurance. Insurance is crazy, is a big deal. You're talking about anywhere between $2,000 to about $15,000. Where a condo, you're looking at about $1,000 a year because HOA covers most of that. So again, pros and cons to everything. But today with Bethune, just wanted to kind of get on camera. I don't get on camera a lot. Again, I belong behind the camera. But just explain some of the pros and cons to some of the real estate aspects.
And this is what you're getting here at JB's. I don't know if you can see it.
Delicious.
It's awesome. Fresh fish. A lot of it is actually cooked hot right here.
Yep.
Insert cold
Yeah, sometimes
water.
if you ask
So that's
what the fresh fish of the day is, they're like, well, let me ask the back, and they go back there, what did we catch today? So that's pretty awesome. So listen, we get calls, texts, emails every day from people just like you. So whether you're looking to move in 2 days, 20 days, or 200 days, let us help you make a smooth move when you're somewhere beach. Thanks for your time today. Please like and subscribe for all the latest updates, trends, and everything that you need to know about this. Thanks. We'll see you on the next one.